Hey there, this is Gail, the Legacy Lady. And in the States, April is National Poetry Month. So I've been spending a lot of time talking about poems and poets, but I've been doing it on the Legacy Recorder podcast for 5 minute storytelling. So I thought maybe I should make a video and talk to you about it too. So, here are a couple of ways that you can celebrate National Poetry Month with your residents, the people you care for, and your storytellers. First step is to ask someone what their favorite poem is. Now, asking about a very specific poem for someone could be a little hard, especially if they're not into poetry. So, refer to the podcast snippet regarding that. But for the most part, you can encourage them to think about a topic they like. Maybe this is an opportunity to suggest one of your favorite poems, or ask them about a topic they like and possibly suggest an option. Now, the next thing is to ask them what their favorite poet is. And maybe you want to reverse these questions, ask about the favorite poet and then a favorite poem. But I think often that we might have multiple favorite artists, but there might be one piece, like a favorite poem, that sticks out for someone, especially if they like poetry. So, favorite poet, ask them who their favorite poet is. Ask them why. Ask them what matters to them, what sticks out for them, why does it make them feel good? Do they feel sad when they read their poems? And just why they're their favorite. In this, don't forget to share your favorite poem or poet too. Sharing your story, sharing your favorites helps build rapport, and it tells the storyteller that you care enough to share about yourself, in addition to listening to their story. Now, you might be thinking, Gail, I don't like poetry. I don't know how to talk to people about poetry. I totally get it. Not a problem. This is where a resource comes in. So, the resource I want to share with you is the Poetry Foundation. And it is a fabulous resource for activity staff and caregivers and educators and all the people. So, things you can do on Poetry Foundation is actually search by poet. You can search by keyword, you can search by demographic if you're looking for poems for teens, for just pretty much anything. They've got everything labeled. It's wonderful. And it's all free access for the most part. Pretty much everything. The other thing that's really neat is they actually have audio recordings of the poems, sometimes read by the poets themselves if that was an option, which is so incredibly cool. So that is your resource for celebrating National Poetry Month, and I'm hoping to be sharing more, but that's what I have found so far. So to recap, celebrating National Poetry Month, ask someone what their favorite poem is, ask them what their favorite poet is, and then share something that you found on the Poetry Foundation website. Use the Poetry Foundation website to find poems to share, to read, and to encourage residents and the people you care for to talk to each other. That is it for this episode. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. And until we talk again, don't forget to subscribe and happy writing.